What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode, or if you're new here, thanks for watching. So here at the Pop Mall, which is located just 5 minutes from Prague International Airport, is one of the coolest car collection showrooms that I think I've ever seen. It's like walking into a massive barnyard and just seeing the most coolest cars. You have classic cars, you have new cars, and I just really want to show you, because if you happen to be here in Prague, you can come here on your way back before you go to the airport, hang out here for a little bit, and then take a bus, and you'll be at the airport in 5 minutes, or a taxi. So it's very quick to get here, and you have to see these cars if you're a car buff. Let's go. So the very first car we have here right at the entrance is an Audi that I think is from the 1920s at least. And this car has to be worth probably $500,000, I would say, at least. There are over 200 cars here, ranging from classic to modern. The first car we see is a 1927 Ford Hot Rod for 59,000 euros. Next, we have a Ferrari Dino 208 GT4 with a 2-liter V8 engine and a 5-speed manual for 59,000 euros. From what I have seen online, that's a fair price. Here we have a 1990 BMW M3 E30 with 100,000 kilometers, all original from Germany for 119,000 euros. From what I researched, not too many were made, and that's why the high price. Next up is a 1939 BMW 327. Online, I found prices slightly higher, so if you want a car to restore, this could be interesting. This dates to around the start of World War II. Here we have a 1996 BMW 850 CSI with only 26,000 kilometers, all original and accident-free. I really like this car. Next up is a car to die for. See what I did there? A 2004 Aston Martin DB7 Vantage with only 30,000 kilometers. Price, 59,900 euros. For my classic car lovers, here's a 1962 Ford Thunderbird with 82,000 miles. They want 24,900 euros for it. I just love the hard lines in the classic cars. Next up is another of James Bond's iconic cars, an Aston Martin in silver, but there's no info card. Looks to be in mint condition though. Here we have a car that I thought was another Aston Martin, but is actually a 1962 Maserati 3500 GT. It only has 11,000 kilometers on it, which is practically brand new. The price is 219,000 euros, which is steep, but only 2,226 cars were ever made. Here's a car that was really a trailblazer for modern turbo cars. The 1974 BMW 2002 Turbo. 170 horsepower, 0 to 100 kilometers in 7 seconds, top speed of 211 kilometers an hour. All that from a 4-cylinder engine is crazy. Here's a 1978 Jaguar XJ6L with only 57,000 kilometers. I got to ride in one when I was a kid, and it was so comfortable. This car, I have no idea what it is. My first thought was some type of Porsche concept, but then I thought maybe a Volkswagen, but I have no idea. Maybe somebody in the comments can answer. Up next is a 1966 Ford Mustang with 88,000 miles on it, and the price is 37,900 euros. I love Mustangs, but my favorites are the 67s. Here's a 1973 Mustang Mach 1. I love the hood scoops. 70,000 miles on the car for 48,900 euros. Here's a Porsche tractor, which I never knew they made, and they have a large collection of Porsches, including really rare ones. Up next is a car I really like, the 2018 Mercedes AMG GTC. It's only got 20,000 kilometers and the price is 149,000 euros. Here's another Aston Martin David Brown edition, which is where the DB production line title comes from, but there's no info card. Lastly, here's a 1995 Bentley Continental R with 39,000 kilometers for only 69,000 euros. If you can afford it, it's a great car, but the maintenance costs are very high. Honestly, this is one of the craziest car garages with cars for sale that I've ever seen personally. I feel like I'm at a barn find, but it's just wild. I mean, I'm looking at classic Porsches over there. There's a classic Ferrari, modern day Ferraris, this, that, Aston Martins. It's wild, and it's all in Prague. It's crazy.